We are back with Coffee on the Porch with Olaf, except today we are out on the trail. You can hear the snow under my skis. And I wanted to talk to you about conditions today. I think especially in our fast-paced world, it can very easily feel like you're falling behind, or you're not where you need to be, or you're not hitting your milestones. And recently I was having a conversation about a book called Shadows of the Koyukuk. And if you haven't read it, you should. It's by Sidney Huntington. It's about life in Alaska back during the gold rush. And there's this scene that keeps coming to mind that I want to tell you about of a father and his little boy. But his father is part owner in a trading company. And so it's the fall, and he's barging up all of the supplies. And it's remarkably heavy, like tons of supplies for the winter. And there's this scene where it talks about the conditions, because it's a very slow going journey in the first place. And then they get to this place where there are riffles. So places where the water is very shallow and they need assistance across these riffles. And, at first they have, kind of ropes and things rigged for assistance. And then at some point, it just becomes impassable and they have to, send somebody for more backup, more help. You need more people to get this barge up over these riffles and onto where the people needed the supplies. And I thought about it in relation to any big dream, career change, anything like that. And it made me think about it today, because today I decided to go out for a ski at lunch, as I often do. And I was just going to do a quick little ski, and I decided to take a new route, a route that was actually established. Like I knew where it was, but I hadn't really taken it by myself before, so I thought that'd be a fun little place to explore. And then I decided to take a little side trail. It wasn't really a trail, it was just a path. It looked like somebody had been there. And I knew there was a connection trying to be made, from one trail to another. So I thought, oh, this must be it. That'll be fun to explore, see where it goes. And, it went from a quick little ski on a, trail that is established and, it's been snow machined and groomed and it's hard packed. It's, nice and fast. I'm not a particularly fast skier, but even for me, it was quick, to, very dense brush and trees and having to get over obstacles. And it's still beautiful. Like it's this stunning, Alaskan swamp that we have with all these swamp spruce that are just my favorite. And it's, January, winter time, which is one of my very favorite times of year. It's cold, the sky, there's blue sky, but the going is very slow. Like it's akin to snowshoeing more than it is skiing, really, at this point, or maybe just walking. And even walking, it's pretty much bushwhacking. And bushwhacking is definitely something we do here in Alaska when we hike, because there's not always a trail where you need to go. So you have to kind of make your way through the wilderness, basically. And it just really made me think of you, because I know forging your own dream that you have, even if somebody's done it before, it's the first time you've done it. So you're really kind of on this journey through your own personal wilderness. And sometimes the trail is real easy. And sometimes it's really slow, like in that barge. And sometimes you need help, and sometimes you need a lot of help in that barge. And sometimes you're going it alone. And like today, this quote unquote path that I was taking completely disappeared. And I was like, oh, well, I need to figure out my own way back to the trail. I mean, I can always turn around and go, I'm not lost. I can always turn around and go back. But I was trying to figure out how to make the connection. And so I just had to use what I know, my senses. I know where the sun is this time of year. I kind of know what the trees look like in which direction. I generally know where I am, even if there aren't like big signs to tell me, like turn left. And a lot of times on your journey to your dream, you're going to feel just like that. You're going to take something you think is a path. You're like, oh, yeah, this looks like maybe this connects to where I want to go. And it's going to completely disappear. And you're going to go, what the heck? Where this just ended. And you're going to have to figure it out by yourself, except you have more resources than you probably may realize. You may think like, oh, I'm alone. And while you might be physically alone, you have all the education of the people that have trained you, the people who have mentored you, the people around you. You have those positive voices in your head that are encouraging, and you have information in your body that you can tap into so that you can make the connection through those sections where maybe nobody's been before. Maybe nobody has been before. You certainly haven't been before. So it's brand new to you, and maybe there isn't a step-by-step plan, and you're just having to kind of stomp around through the bushes and see where things go and make your best guess. And where I'm standing right now, I'm connected right into the trail. I actually thought it was a little farther. I was like, oh, I'm right here. It's a little closer than I thought. So I just wanted to give you, I guess, those two visions of like stomping through the snow in the wilderness and like carrying this big, large, barge of supplies in like, I think gold rush, turn of the century, 1900s, Alaska, where there is no, there aren't a lot of resources. You just need more help. And the going is slow. And in both of these cases, progress is slow, and that's okay because it's just the nature of what that journey's like right then. You put that big barge on a big open, river that's deep, it can, without much of a current, or if it's going downstream, it goes a lot faster. I get back onto the ski trail and I can make my way quickly back to the house, in short order. I'm not very far away. And that ebb and flow in your career journey is going to feel the same. Sometimes it's going to be fast. Sometimes it's going to be slow. Capitalism tells us that everything has to be fast, fast, fast. And, go, 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 get dragged behind the train. You're falling behind. You're not doing it right. You're not going fast enough. You're not using the right hacks. You're not using the right automation. And if that is where you are right now, I want you to take a deep breath and realize that in the real world, in nature, some things are fast and some things are slow. Sometimes you are fast and sometimes the journey is slow because it's just the nature of how things are. And anytime I'm confused about, how I feel, especially if I'm being told like you're not moving fast enough, things aren't going fast enough, go, 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 I look into the wilderness to see if it's true. And when I look around right now, everything is still. And all of the travel is relatively slow. And this place in the summer is not that. It's full of life. There's water. Things are moving fast. Things are changing all the time, very rapidly. And so I just want you to take solace in the fact that you are part of nature, and so are all humans. And so, of course, you are not going to be able to go at Mach 10 all of the time. You're not going to be able to go fast 100% of the time, and that is absolutely okay. I hope that is helpful. I'll talk to you next time.